Mr. Noisy and the Silent Night by Roger Hargreaves.
Mr. Quiet is a sensitive fellow. Loud noises make him very nervous. Unfortunately, Mr. Quiet lives in a place called Loudland, which is exactly that, loud. And at Christmas time, Loudland is a especially loud place, which means that Mr. Quiet, unlike you and I, does not look forward to Christmas.
Poor Mr. Quiet. At Christmas time, there are all the Christmas card deliveries, delivered by the Loudland postman, Mr. Stamp, who is not called Mr. Stamp because of the stamps you put on the envelopes, but because he stamps his feet as he delivers the post. Stamp, stamp, stamp up Mr. Quiet's path. Slam would go to the letterbox, and then stamp, stamp, stamp back down the path every morning for a week.
There were all the jolly long people greeting each other on the street. Happy Christmas and Happy Christmas to you and Happy New Year. They were so long that it was like being at a football match.
And there were the carol singers. In Loudland, the carol singers do not just sing, they bellow at the very top of their voices. Poor Mr. Quiet could turn up the lights and hide behind his sofa and pretend he was not there, but he could still hear them.
And to make matters even worse, like every year, Mr. Noisy would come to stay. Mr. Noisy lives in a place where they do not like noise. So he likes to go to Loudland for his Christmas holidays, where he can be as loud as he likes, which, as you can imagine, is very, very loud indeed.
On Christmas morning, Mr. Noisy would turn on the radio at full volume and sing along to the Christmas carols. It was so loud, it made the teacups rattle in their saucers. You could have heard Mr. Noisy in another country. There was Christmas lunch and crackers, Loudland crackers. Bang, bang, like a cannon being fired.
And of course, Mr. Noisy eats with his mouth open. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Through the turkey. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Through the Christmas pudding. Chomp, chomp, chomp. What a racket. Mr. Noisy could not even open his present quietly. Crackle, crackle, crackle went the paper each time he unwrapped one. Poor Mr. Quiet.
But that was last Christmas. This Christmas something different happened. It was magical. It snowed. Now everybody likes snow. But that year it snowed and snowed and snowed until the roads were deep with snow, right to the top of the heads.
Which causes chaos, but not for Mr. Quiet. Things went really rather well for Mr. Quiet. There was no loud Mr. Stamp. He was stopped at the post office.
There were no loud jolly people on the streets. They were all stuck at home. And there were no loud carol singers. They got stuck in the snow. But the very best thing of all was a phone call from Mr. Noisy, saying he wouldn't be able to come to visit.
So this year, Mr. Quiet had a very quiet Christmas. No loud radio, no loud crackers, no loud jumping at dinner, no loud cracking wrapping papers. The only thing that Mr. Quiet could hear very finely was the sound of the carol singing.
Very quiet carol singing, just the type that Mr. Quiet likes. And who was singing? Why, it was Mr. Noisy. I told you you can hear him from another country. And what was Mr. Noisy singing? Take a guess. That's right, Silent Night.
Play and Learn wishes you happiness and health to you and yours. We hope to have a new normality full of great moments and experiences. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!